discomfort in your body. So just remember, when you have menstruations, it's okay to feel a little bit emotional, and we normally experience some cramps. And so when we practice yoga at these days, just try not to lift your feet up to the sky, or do inversions, and avoid lifting heavy stuff. And also, when we exercise, we help our body to produce endorphins, these chemicals, which actually help us to feel better, to improve our mood. And so also wanted to say, avoid salty food when you have menstruation, right? And yoga itself naturally helps us to produce serotonin and helps us to feel better and more relaxed. So practice this on special days, or just when you're feeling it's a good time. So let's start by sitting in actually Baddha Konasana. So bring your feet together, have your knees falling apart. If you need, you can have pillows. I hope you have pillows. I hope you have rolls from a blanket and a book or a block. So you can have it here. And it's important, as you sit here, is the most important thing is just try to remove the glutes. Just really pull them back so you can sit on this bone and kind of massage. And try to fold forward just a little bit, so you still can keep your spine straight and your neck aligned, in line with the spine. So stay here and start to breathe slightly deeper, slightly slower, and introduce the Shikari breath. It's very similar to what we did last time, but today you breathe in through the teeth. So you kind of have this sound, produce this noise as you inhale through the teeth, and breathe out through the nose. So it has also this kind of cooling effect, and it's really bringing you, grounding you, calming you down, and it also slows down the brain activity, so helps you to focus. So again, just keep on doing that. Sorry, as you sit in Baddha Konasana, as you sit here, you can grab your feet with your palms and stay here. Breathe through the nose. Exhale. So we just, by practicing this pranayama, we help to balance our emotions and calm down and release the tension from the muscles. Again, breathe out through the nose. If for some reason this is unpleasant or you don't like it, you can just do any other technique that we've done earlier, or any technique that you like to breathe. Otherwise, I really encourage you to do this 2-3 minutes. This breath. Breathe out through the nose. So with this class and postures, we will help to soothe the muscle pain if you experience ever. So then you extend your right, for example, and bring the heel next to your pelvic floor and try to place this knee down on the mat. And if you can bring your hands over the head, stretch out, and exhale. Just fold to your right, or you can have the right hand hugging the left thigh, and maybe this is your limit for today. Just really have this nice stretch through the left side and breathe deeply through the left lung. If you're bending to your right, breathe through the left side of the body. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and then place both hands to your left, and here just do the small push up, down and up, and change your legs. Again, bring your hands over the head, stretch out, stretch. Point the left toes towards you. As you exhale, you fold to the left, bend to the left, and if you want, you can bring your left hand across your right thigh and stretch and fold lower and deeper as much as you want today. So just really feel this nice stretch, basically stretching through the back of lower back as well. So just try to see this Experience, feel, and notice what exactly is happening right now. Take a deep breath in. You can do the Shipkari breath through the teeth. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, maybe you can go slightly deeper. And then bring your both palms to the ground and do the nice and sweet push up, lower self down. So from here, right there, tabletop position, table 4, and of course the one of the best is cat and cow. Simply look up as you inhale, as you exhale, start from the tail. So just small beautiful wave up, bringing it to your neck. As you exhale, again, try through the wave, relax and sink with your belly. And again, inhale through tailbone, rounding your spine, bring and shifting the weight forward to your hands, and then try to relax again through the table bone, and then round the spine again. So just connect with this and a few more times. Try to enjoy it. Again, we're improving the spine flexibility, and we also kind of do a nice massage to your inner organs. Probably will help to ease the pain. So as you stay here, let's meet in our first downward dog. Send your hips up to the sky. You can choose the option here if it's not comfortable or you're not feeling well today for that. Yeah, so you can just do this option instead. Have your hands resting on your thighs and just be here, or have a wall in front of you that you can use. Or here we are in downward dog. Bend your knees, try to stretch the lower back, stretch the upper back, and sink lower between your elbows. Take a deep breath in, rotate, try to rotate your biceps inwards next to your ears, having more space in your shoulder blades to sink lower, to squeeze them in. As you exhale, bring your knees down to the mat, and then just sit on your heels. From here, bring your hands backwards, as it's like you have wings here, so you're not bringing it, not opening it too much. You just in diagonal send them down and open here. So imagine that you have, or another option, you just squeeze the opposite elbow and do this. It would be doing the same exercise. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, forward fold. You can place your forehead on the mat and stay here for a few more seconds. You can release your hands if you want. Take a deep breath in, exhale, come all the way up. And again, downward dog position. Send your hips up to the sky. And try to, again, shift the weight back to your feet. Maybe you can even place one heel at a time, bending the other leg, so you can really stretch this hamstring. But be gentle. It's just the beginning of the practice. We are warming up. So no pressure. Be gentle, be nice. Bending one knee at a time. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and knees go down on the floor again. Sit on your heels, and then again find the opposite elbow, but just try to change the hand, which one was on the top. So do a different grip here. Try not to back bend in the lower back, not to collapse it. If you're just difficult, you can do this grip, okay? This will be also fine, just like that. No need to reach the elbow. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Forehead on the mat. Take a deep breath through the stomach, through the belly, and as you exhale, open your mouth and breathe out. Like you're really letting go whatever is bothering that, whatever you're stuck inside, any kind of emotions, discomfort, struggles and difficulties that you're facing, whatever it is, emotional, physical, mental. Take a deep breath again and exhale. Slowly come up. And release your hands. And you can do a few nice shoulder rolls backwards and forward. And again, downward dog. Let's meet here. And try this. Just step to the sides of the mat. So really have a lot of space and distance between your feet. So find the sides of the mat. Toes pointing inwards, heels pointing outwards, and just bend your knees slightly here and extend. Bend and extend. It's just nothing specifically, just play with it a little bit here and feel whatever is happening. Maybe slightly different sensations in the same downward dog position. Take a deep breath in, exhale, release the tension. As you inhale, step with your right forward between your hands. Place the left knee down on the mat. You can double the mat if you need, so you don't feel the pain or discomfort in your knee, or have a pillow underneath. So take a deep breath in and sink lower. So make sure you have the space, so you don't have this knee like sharp, so you have this space. Crawl forward and sink slightly lower. Roll your shoulders back, bring your hands over the head, stretch out up to the sky. As you exhale, place your right hand next to your right palm, right foot, and then stretch to the side, to the diagonal. Stretch as much as you want, and I want you to experience this little and sweet stretch over your lower belly. Maybe you can, and pelvic floor. So just be gentle, be nice, experience, feel, observe. Just do not force yourself too much. Take a deep breath in through the belly and exhale. Relax. So here we're just going to go to Parshvakonasana, and I want you to tuck your back toes, and press firmly against the mat. And then the front knee, your elbow resting on the knee. So here we are, just side angle. You look at me, facing me if you are in this position. So the back foot slightly inward, 45 degrees, and make sure that you have your weight shifting equally, spreading equally in both legs. It's very easy just to stay here with your weight, but I don't want it to happen. And as you inhale, bring your hand over the head and stretch to the side. Just remember, move away your shoulder away from your ear. Take a deep breath in, rotate, look upward, bring this upper shoulder slightly back. Take a deep breath in. Just move here if you want. You just can do some nice circles, or you can have this upper hand resting on your lower back. It might be a little bit challenging, but try to breathe through this and engage the muscles of your legs. As you exhale, bring your both hands through the inner side from your right foot, and again, place the knee down to the mat. A nice and very sweet twist here. Send the right hand back and look over the right hand if you can. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, relax. And from here, you can shift your weight backward and forward. Just a few more times just to get used. Do a little bit of dynamic. Do not really try to force. Nothing specific we're doing here, just really opening the hips a little bit here. As you inhale, shift the weight forward, and from here rotate towards me and try to place your right foot against the mat. If it's difficult, you can have a block or a blanket underneath your heel here, so this is easier a little bit. And also your knee might be rotating inward, but I want it to just to happen a little bit opening happening here. So just try to open as much as you can, and ideally the left foot will be pointing up to the sky and knee as well pointing up to the sky. So maybe this is enough. Or other option, if you can be here, just with your right elbow, just push this knee a little bit away, like you're squeezing in, and have a nice space for yourself here and experience this nice stretch. Just don't go too tough on yourself, okay? Enjoy the moment. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. So then hands on the mat, and then you can walk with your hands around your spine and stretch as far as you can, and just give yourself a few nice breaths here and relax. Really let go any kind of control from your head, from your neck, and breathe with belly. Breathe in, breathe out. And send your palms up to the sky. Extend your legs if you can, and really relax the torso. So the crown of your head pointing down. You can have your hands resting on the mat and completely relax. The lower back is releasing tension, and you can bend your knees if you need here. And you send in your glutes, kind of sending the glutes up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, the low lunge to the other side. Here we are. So remember, you can have a towel roll underneath your heel if you need here. Just adjust it towards your needs. If you feel fine here, you can squeeze and just send this knee a little bit further to the side, and have your shoulders aligned if possible. Take a deep breath in. Just getting used. The foot pointing up to the sky, and just really try to notice this good and beautiful stretch through the right side, and just enjoy, see it coming in, coming through, and just enjoy. No rush. Give yourself a little bit of time. If it's super uncomfortable, well, maybe you can ignore it for a few moments and still stay here. This improves the blood circulation in your lower body, especially in your feet. You can feel there's a lot of sensations happening here. We're not very much flexible in our ankles, so it's different sensation. That's fine. From here, place your hands down to the floor and start walking around in your spine. And again, relax it. No control in your head or neck. Round it. Breathe through your belly. So if you do not have menstruation these days, yeah, so you know no period experiencing that right now, so then you can do the mula bandha as well. In all these postures, it's amazing to introduce mula bandhas when you contract the muscles of your pelvic floor. Squeezing as you inhale and relaxing as you breathe out. So from here, we rotate to your left, having your right knee resting on the mat. And again, just exactly as we do the other side, we sink lower as much as we can. Take a deep breath in, bringing your hands over the head and stretching out as much as you can. And then left hand, just place it next to your left foot and stretch to the side, kind of to diagonal, rotating a little bit, opening up a little bit more in your chest here. The neck is long, and extension of your straight back. Take a deep breath in and stretch, and feel this nice stretch over your right hip, the pelvic floor, lower belly. So you should be experiencing a little bit. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and relax. Celebrate your body, celebrate this practice today, that you are doing it, enjoying, having your me time. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, relax. Place your hands from No, so now we're gonna go to Parsvakonasana. So again, the elbow goes on your left knee, and then maybe with the help of your hand, be careful. So lift off the knee off the mat, and then again press super firmly with your both feet against the mat. And then the right hand goes over the head and then stretch a little bit here, or you can have it resting on your lower back, whatever is okay for you. Just really want you to focus on sensations in your lower part of the body and engage the muscles, and just try not to be like, you know, very relaxed here. Really want you to maybe engage even a little bit of your belly, but very gently, especially if you are in your period. And protect the lower back from overusing it. Take a deep breath in. Neck is extension of your straight back. Tuck your chin a little bit. And as you exhale, now we can relax both hands from the inner side of your left foot and place the knee down on the mat. And then just try to do a little bit of dynamic here, same as we did before. You can close your eyes and just really enjoy whatever happening here. Maybe it's difficult, maybe it's challenging, maybe your bones creating some funny noises. Just be there for your body and focus on your breath. Few more times here. Exhale, relax. So from here, it's a good time for Malasana, don't you think so? Bring your both feet hip distance apart and then sit in between. As you see, feet, toes pointing outwards. And then maybe you can squeeze in between your knees. If it's challenging and you cannot do it really, you can have a block or a pillow, and then you can sit and then you can stay upright here. So ideally, would be your position. Without the block, it will be this way. So you're squeezing in between your knees and try to open your chest a little bit more. Take a deep breath in, tuck your chin in, and you can wiggle from side to side here, or maybe you just want to stay still and introduce the Mula Bandha if you feel that it's the right thing to do right now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Try to breathe through the tummy. If it's super uncomfortable, you can give yourself a little bit of rest. Spend some time in child pose and come back to us. This asana calming us down. It's improving the digestion, the intoxication doing as well, and just and especially you feel quite nice hip opening here, right? So remember, what I want you to do is just that you're sitting upright. So this is where you're trying to sit as the straight spine as much as you can. So if you need to take a little rest and break here, so place your hands on the mat and send your bum up to the sky and release this lower back discomfort. Take a deep breath in, open your mouth and breathe out. Bend your knees if you need. And it's very nice if you have your hands, I don't know, like 2 hip distance apart. Really have a lot of space between your feet. And then maybe you can bend your knees and then kind of squeeze in between. And maybe extend your hands and place them on the back. And then from side to side again, do a few things and just relax the upper back, okay? So no tension in your toes and the upper body. And just do funny things, anything, whatever your body is asking for. And when you're ready, bring your heels back to hip distance apart. And again, sit in your Malasana. Here we are. Whew, a lot of Malasana today, right? But I'm sure you will enjoy it. The other thing you can do is just bring your right or left hand over the knee and then send the other hand up to the sky. So maybe this is enough for you today and it's already like, wow, good twist. Otherwise, you can try and reach the other hand and grab it. So it's ideally that you grab the upper hand, okay? So then you have the space where you can go upper, higher, and have a deeper twist. But be gentle, be nice, take a deep breath in. Maybe it's enough, or you want to stay a bit longer, take a deep breath in. You can look up, the neck is extension of your back. You can sit on a block, remember, to make it easier and accessible. Exhale, relax, and round your spine. As you rest in here, you can place your hands on the back of your head and round the back and relax here as much as you can. This is actually amazing for your neck, and releasing the tension through the day, stretching out those muscles on the back. Take a deep breath in. It's quite intense, so if you're not feeling good, skip it. Rest in child pose. All right, and let's do the twist to the other side. Just remember which side was before. For me now, it's the right one, so I just do exactly the same. I hook it here, and with the left hand first, I just send it up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, open my chest a bit more, and then if I can, I just try to catch the upper hand with my lower hand, okay? And rotate a little bit more, so you can feel that a lot of things happening on your side, which is squeezed. So basically, stay where you are. We're really working on this area as well. So if you're suffering with a little bit of things here, some extra skin, whatever, this is very good for massaging these areas. Take a deep breath in. Long, beautiful neck, tuck your chin in, and we're just really about to relax. And exhale, just stay where you are and lay down super slowly on the mat. Grab your thighs and with round spine, super slow, okay? Surprise yourself by being super slow. And vertebra by vertebra, lay down on the mat. And you can bend your knees and bring your soles together, your feet together. And try to place your hands on your knees and maybe open it a little bit more. Breathe through your belly, in and out, in and out. So from here, again, we're gonna do the bridge pose, which I like very much. And as it said in the previous class, maybe you're saying it, that this is super universal pose, and almost every time when you practice, you can do it. So your hip distance apart, send your hips up to the sky as high as you can without having any pressure on your neck. So look to your left, look to your right, and when you're ready, lift it slightly higher. You can squeeze your bums a little bit and then relax. The first round is a short one, and with the rounding your spine, vertebra by vertebra, this is the best way, and place it down to the mat. And next time when you do, we're gonna prepare a block or a book wrapped in a towel, a big book in a towel, and we'll place it under your sacrum. Yeah. As you inhale, lift your hips off the mat and find the right height of your block or book, which you feel okay today. Place it underneath. Feel that it's not causing you pain or super discomfort. Stay there. You can have your feet, your heels off the mat, or press firmly down to the mat. Breathe with your belly if you can. Just have this diaphragm breath, and make sure again that the weight of your body is on your shoulders, is not on the back of your neck. If you feel discomfort and you feel that you are overusing your neck, then maybe you need to go a little bit lower today, okay? And maybe roll in your shoulders And then really experience that you have your weight on your shoulders supporting your body. And now you can again introduce the Shitkari breath. Breathing through your teeth. And exhaling through the nose. Try to make it as deep, as long as it's possible today. Stay where you are, enjoying the moment. No rush, and take a deep breath in. Good. Maybe it's a time to remove it. To remove the block, the book, and again, vertebra by vertebra, very slow. Bring yourself down to the mat. And then you can bring your knees next to you, squeeze them, and just, it's a small one. Later we're gonna do a proper knee hug. Now we just stay here for a few more seconds and just enjoy the little massage to your belly area. As you exhale, place your feet back on the mat. And from here, we're going to do a fish pose. It might be not comfortable if you do it for the first time. Let me introduce it and first to show it. So if you have a headache, migraine, or high blood pressure, insomnia, I don't recommend to do it. Otherwise, let's try. So have your elbows beneath your shoulders. Squeeze your squeeze your elbows and squeeze your shoulder blades, and then try to place your head on the top of the on the crown, on top of your head here, and just have a good support with your elbows. And you can place your hands under your underneath your buttocks, so squeeze it and place it. And just as you stay here, try to open your chest a little bit more, squeeze your shoulder blades. Breathe deeply through the chest if you can, and extend your legs here. If you want, it's slightly difficult, slightly more challenging, or keep your knees bended. So if it's okay, if you can do that, stay here for 5 breaths. You're always going to control how much weight you want to give on your head by controlling your elbows. Might be super uncomfortable for your elbows, but ignore it if you can. And maybe it's enough, very slow. Lift your head off the mat and slowly round the spine and place it down to the mat and see how you feel right now. Now we're going to bend knees, squeeze them. And if you have a roll from a blanket or a foam roller, I recommend you to place it underneath your lower back, and then you bend your knees here. So you're lifting it slightly higher, and it's really nice stretch for your lower back. And you can feel it, the kind of thighs can massage your belly or your inner organs. And you can squeeze, hug your knees. Release the tension from your back. Tuck your chin in. Have this good space on the back of your head and neck. Take a deep breath here. Stay as long, as much as you want. Otherwise, you can kind of open your knees a little bit and squeeze them and bring them towards your shoulders. Try this option. And maybe you can place your hands on your shins and spend here a few more seconds. Don't stay here for too long. It's not the best thing during the menstruation, but it's good for your lower back. If you experience the lower back, this is the good thing to do. So how are you feeling right now? Let's do the little break to breathe. So when you have a pain or you're feeling super uncomfortable, you can bring your feet very wide and then point your knees towards each other Place your hands on your lower back and start to breathe very deeply. You can do the square breath. So you count to 4 as you inhale. You hold the breath, count to 4. You exhale on 4 and you hold the breath. Or you do the Shitkari breath as we did at the beginning. So just few seconds, really ground and find those areas, observe those areas of your body where you're touching the floor. And try to sink lower and even imagine for a second that you're laying on the warm sand and you're like melting down into that warm sand, yeah? And you feel very safe, extremely relaxed. As you inhale, the belly button goes up. As you exhale, try to squeeze and press with your lower back against the floor. And again, as you inhale, arch your lower back. As you exhale, press the lower back down to the mat. So this is exercise from Kundalini Yoga, or there are many practices in this female circles. So you can try to do it with me. As you inhale, you arch a little bit. As you exhale, press and squeeze your bums a little bit and breathe. Press with your lower back against the mat. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and try to make it slower, of course, and deeper. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. A few more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Here. And again, you can bring your knees, or you can keep on doing that practice. And then rock from side to side and maybe draw the circles with your knees to one side and a circle to another side. And then rock from to one side and very gently tabletop position again here, just to as a transition to pigeon pose. So you try to place your shin down on the mat, and then my left shin on the mat, and extend my right leg on the back, and I try to square my hips and squarely point the quadriceps of right leg down to the mat. So I guess you got it, right? So, and just really have this space. I'm not sitting on the mat, okay? So I'm just trying to be really in the middle, to be centered. As you inhale, you can lift your chest up. As you exhale, maybe it's a good time to go on your elbows. If it's accessible, if it's too difficult, you always can stay with your elbows extended. You can have a pillow here for you, and you can make it super comfortable because we're going to spend here some time. As you exhale, maybe you can find your way a little bit lower. So you point with your left, with the left heel, you kind of pointing it towards the pelvic floor. Maybe you even touching with your belly the heel, the front heel. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, find this comfortable position. Let go any kind of control. You can close your eyes and focus on your breathing here and sensations. It's saying that this pose is helping us to shape beautiful hips. So notice this area where you experience the proper stretch right now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. So for example, if it feels like too easy and too simple, I'm just gonna show you the front. You can always just have this leg slightly forward, away from your pelvic floor, and this is gonna be much deeper and more intense. So instead of having your knee just pointing, almost touching the lower belly, the further you move away from you, the more difficult it becomes to be here. So no rush, no pressure, yeah. Just really enjoying here. Okay. So this is like for futures. You practice this pose very often, so maybe you can see that you can progress here. You can almost lay down, place your forehead on the mat, have your elbows on the side, and breathe out through the mouth. Okay. Carefully help yourself with hands, walk up again, puff your chest up, stretch through the spine, and then you can actually place the left butt on the mat. So then you have the opportunity to grab your back leg with to grab somewhere around the ankle, and then you would be stretching the front thigh of the right. In my case, it's right thigh. So be careful, control it. So there's no specific position. You don't have to do fancy thing. I just really want you to focus and stretch a little bit there. Don't overuse your lower back. It's not necessary, especially when you have your period. So maybe you can go on your elbow or on a pillow to release the lower back and just focus on the stretching of your thigh. In case if you don't have your period, you don't have any cramps or pain, so you can try to have this beautiful back bend here and grab your leg and bring it lower, lower, lower. Find different options that you can do here, whatever is like super good. But remember, no pressure, don't force. It's somewhere where you can come in your practice in the future. All right, and from here we switch legs. You can go through the tabletop position if you were doing if you were arching in your back. So it's good to do the cat and cow a few times. Connect with your breath. Different organic movements, whatever your body is asking for. Release the small, little, different tenderness and tensions that are hidden in your body. And here we are. Let's do the other side. The pigeon pose on your left or your right. Stretch here. And first of all, lengthen the spine as you inhale. Exhale and fold forward. Maybe then you can place your elbows on the mat, and remember you're centered, so you're just in the middle. You're not shifting your weight. You're trying to maintain this beautiful center line. And with your belly, you're aiming to lay down on your front heel. The neck is extension of a straight back. If you feel discomfort in your back knee, remember you can double the mat, you can have a pillow, whatever you need, blanket underneath, so you don't experience unnecessary discomfort, okay? And again, connect with your breath and breathe out through the right or left thigh, wherever you're feeling this good stretch. Soften the muscles of your face, relax, maybe a little bit of smile. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, you can adjust the pose. If you want a bigger stretch, you can provide it easily by pulling the front leg towards your face, show elbows. You may notice that your left and right thighs feel different, stretching in a different way. That's okay. No problem with that. Open your mouth and relax. Feeling good, feeling safe and protected. No judging. Remember, these poses is amazing. Many people love it, and just imagine how it's shaping the form in your hips in the best possible way. You can lay down on the mat and take 3 deep breaths here before we come out. And try to relax completely. You will be absolutely surprised how we actually can get comfortable in the most awkward positions if we allow ourselves to breathe deeply, sending signals to our brain to relax and the muscles. And with the help of your hands, walk back, puff your chest up, and then you can just basically sit on your right hip. And remember, so you're just, the thing is that it's very difficult to, very easy to have then your knee on the side, and then of course you can get it here and it will be stretching, but it's slightly different stretch. I really want you to have your knee behind you, so you have this good, the angle, so the quadriceps squarely pointing down, and it's more difficult. This is why you actually work a lot on a stretching of your front thigh. And remember, if you want to arch, if you wanted to do the deep back bending, you're welcome to do so if you don't have your period or pain. Otherwise, you can bring it closer. Breathe deeply. And again, relax. So let's do the extended child pose from here. Actually, you can lay on your mat like that in a diagonal, so have a lot of space here, your feet together, your toes together, and then place your elbows in front of you. You can have a pillow stuck, a lot of things in front of you, so you can feel comfortable. And then you would try to sink a little bit lower, maybe then lift your hips off the heels, and just, it's super uncomfortable for your knees, but double the mat, have your pillows, whatever you need underneath, under your knees here, just a little bit. Just try not to force yourself too much, but it's only with the time when you start feeling better and better. Maybe you can go a bit lower. It could be super like, yike, no good, no good, but give yourself a time as I said. So, and then you can shift the weight back and forward, kind of touching your knee, your heels if you can. And it's totally fine if you're just here and struggling and just being here. It's okay. Just give yourself a little bit of time, or absolutely rest in the extended child pose. Breathing out through the mouth. Resting. Or you can keep on doing what we did previously, challenging. Have a nice hip opening here. Sinking in your lower belly. and enjoy. Yeah. Breathe in. So, and now very careful, bring your knees together and extend your feet, your legs. You can remove again, the glutes away so you can sit on those bones. You can bend your knees if you need. You can even have something under your knees. Bring your hands up to the sky. So it's one line from where you hinge in from your hips through the sides of your body, and your hands extend in this beautiful straight line. Inhale, puff your chest up, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, fold forward as long as you can. It's okay if you round your spine this time, and just place your head between your knees if you can, or have a pillow here, right? So make it super comfortable, super nice. Have another pillow, a blanket here, and just give yourself a little bit of time. And breathe through the belly if you can. Relax the upper back, relax the neck. And now, as you inhale, try to bring your awareness to the upper back. It's like, where would be your wings locating? Yeah, so just find them and just like inhale, expand it, and like opening your wings here, and then cover yourself with these wings. And again, inhale, open, spread these wings. And as you exhale, cover yourself with these wings, and you make yourself super safe, super comfortable. All of you are powerful women, and you can be whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be. Give yourself some time and safe space. You are protected, you are safe, you are fully accepted. And stay where you are. Breathe deeply. And then very slow, release, remove all your props. Have them actually, your pillows ready from your sides. So then you will open your knees, but a little bit later. Now we're going to be laying down on the mat, very slow again, vertebra by vertebra. I really want, especially in your lower back, not just fall down. I want you to experience, to see, to feel each vertebra of your lower back. And lay down. Bend your left knee and try to place this knee on a pillow from your right side. So twist here and have this pillow supporting your leg, the left hand extended to the side, and look to the opposite direction from your knee. Here we are doing very nice twist. If you are in your period, try to avoid deep twisting. If you are here comfortable today, you can just control how deep you want to twist. And now is a good time to close your eyes and focus. Bring your attention to the inner thigh of your bended leg, where you're touching the pillow. It's quite nice sensation to focus on that and kindly massage to your inner thigh. Soften the muscles of your face. Try to stretch your neck here if you can. Rotate your head. Let go any kind of thoughts that you might have right now. Try not to keep your mind busy. Notice these thoughts and let them go. Now maybe it's a good time to change legs. Very gentle, super slow, super nice. Bend the other leg and then place it down on the pillow. Twist. Stretch your hands to the sides in a T-pose. Look to the opposite direction from your bended knee. Try to find it comfortable and nice. Place the bended knee super comfortably on a pillow. Maybe you can place your hand on top of your knee and press it against the pillow. Twist a little bit deeper. Breathe in through your tummy. Open your mouth and breathe out. If in the evening you have just few minutes to practice, you always can do the forward fold as we did before, the previous, and this twist. 10 breaths in each pose, each side. And you will feel much more relaxed. And it's amazing support for your back to release the tension. Maybe now you're ready to bend your knees, squeeze and hug and rock from side to side. Then place your soles together, your feet together, and open your knees. Place them on the pillows prepared. So you can press with your lower back against the mat. Place your hands on top of your belly. And close your eyes. And now I want you to melt down into earth. Just imagine that the earth, the mother nature, opening its arms and hugging you, bringing you to your paradise, to the safest, the most beautiful space that you can imagine on the world, in the earth. Take a deep breath in, exhale. So lay down and now just scan your body. Again, find those areas of your body where you touch in the earth, or maybe it's the beautiful and warm sand and you're sinking lower, you're melting down. And as you exhale, you literally breathe in through those shoulder blades, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back. As you breathing out, you're really letting go all the stuck emotions in your body. All those unspoken words, situations that hold in your back from being who you are, from being kind, open person, a happy person. Whatever comes right now in your mind, it's okay. Let it go. You can experience any emotions that come in right now, feeling you from inside. Accept them, acknowledge them, and then let them go with your next breathing out, down to the earth. Take a deep breath in. Om Bhurvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayate. Om Bhurvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayate. Om Bhurvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayate. Keep your eyes closed. You can stretch out your feet or stay where you are and experience whatever you're experiencing right now. It would be really nice if you can hug yourself, give yourself a big and beautiful hug. Squeeze your shoulders and find this kindness in your heart for yourself, first of all, to find this space for yourself. And once you have this kindness for yourself, then you can embrace everyone else and share your inner beauty with the world. You can lay down on the side, hug your knees, and just spend a little bit more time with that. Or you can stretch up, bring your hands over the head, stretch as much as you want, do different things, keep your eyes closed, let go your body, do whatever you want it wants to do. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for being here with me.